Good morning, Desert Edge. Welcome to Think Time. I'm your student body president, Jocelyn Cardenas.
And I'm your student body activities director, Jordan Lakin.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and for a moment of silence.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. Now it's time for DETV.
On today's show, longtime Trump associate Roger Stone has a trial where some key witnesses will provide testimony. Below have the details in world news.
AP exams can be taken by students who aren't enrolled in AP classes.
And we have important information on how you can help families in need this holiday season. All that and more is on the way. Hello, Desert Edge. Today is Thursday, November 7th, 2019. I'm Scam.
And I'm Arabia. Welcome to DETV.
We have a whole show lined up for you today. DETV starts right now. But first, let's see what's cooking up for lunch in the cafeteria today. Today's hot lunch choices are taco salad bowl with fresh salsa, shredded cheese, diced onions, cilantro, sour cream, and jalapeno slices with a variety of fruit. And I gotta say, that looks pretty tasty. Our cafeteria workers are always doing their best to dish out some good food. And now it's time to dish out some daily trivia with today's question of the day.
Here's today's question of the day. Which member of the politically powerful Kennedy family was born on November 20th, 1925? Is it John F. Kennedy, Robert Kennedy, Rose Fitzgerald Kennedy, or Joseph Kennedy?
I don't know. That's a tough one, Arabia. I'm thinking I could probably figure it out even though I'm not a big fan of politics.
We'll have the answer at the end of the show. Now let's move on to today's announcements.
The Desert Edge Food Drive has begun. Students can help families have a little bit of brighter holiday season and at the time win a prize for the fourth period class. Students can donate non-perishable items like canned fruits, veggies, or meats, pasta, rice, beans, peanut butter, and jelly, and boxed dinners like Hamburger Helper.
Students who are interested in taking an AP exam for a class they are not currently enrolled in can now order the exam in the bookstore. See the bookstore or go to Mr. Veneer for an order form. The deadline to order these exams is Wednesday, November 13th. Once the exam has been paid for or charged to a student account, students will need to bring their paid order form to Mr. Veneer to get your AP exam situated. Students who are still interested in girls soccer tryouts have until tomorrow before tryouts end. Remember that tryouts, like all other school sports, require good grades and the Register My Athlete to be filled out and completed.
Let's move on from what's happening on campus today to what's going on in the world today. Now let's move on from what's happening on campus today and going on in the world today.
Today is Thursday and it's time to get updated on world news.
Our news anchor, Blaine Bishop, has been checking up on the news feeds and the latest histories.
Thanks, guys. I do have a story about all regarding video games, but I'll get to that later. I've been doing my best to find the latest national and international stories, a public trial, finding a 200-year-old skeleton, and a new gaming law in China. They're all on the history docket for today. Let's get started. Longtime advisor to President Donald Trump pleaded not guilty to several charges of obstruction, witness tampering, and lying to the House Intelligence Committee, investigating Russian interference in the election. He is accused of lying about efforts to secretly contact WikiLeaks, which was rolling out democratic documents stolen by Russians. The high-profile case could bring out new details about the former special counsel Robert Mueller found in the Russian probe. Archaeologists have unearthed a one-legged skeleton in Russia that's believed to belong to a Napoleon Bonaparte's generals. A team of French and Russian archaeologists discovered the 200-year-old skeleton in July during an excavation in the Russian city of Smolensk. China was announced today new regulations aimed to curb addiction to gaming among minors. The new guidelines are China's latest move in the ongoing campaign to increase regulations of the gaming industry. Under the new rules, gamers under the age of 18 will be banned from playing online games between 10 p.m. and 8 a.m. on weekdays. Minors can only play for 90 minutes, and on weekends and public holidays, they may play up to 3 hours per day. Good thing I live in the USA when I can feed my healthy dose of Super Mario Brothers addiction without breaking the law. That's all for today. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Blaine. I guess China's esports team won't be that good this year.
But our DE sports teams are always trying their best.
Ryan Becker has the latest, right, Ryan?
The World DE Sports is a little slow today, guys, but as I speak, the members of our DE cross-country team are running their hearts out of me. And the big news in DE Sports is our varsity football team and their current playoff push. Let's all get started right here at Desert Edge tomorrow. The Squirts will host Prescott High School at 7 p.m. and Scorp Nation will be in full force in this blackout game. So get out those black shirts and pants and come out and support the team. I know I'll be there. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Ryan.
Vaughn Hoprich is in the studio now for today's Blast from the Past.
Are you going to be able to stop reading in your history books and make it out to the game, Vaughn?
I'm not sure, Scam, but I do hope the football team will be victorious and not suffer defeat. And speaking of defeat, we look to a major superpower's fall and the rise of another, and how it changed the world forever. On November 7th, 1979, the Bolsheviks, also known as the Communist Party, under the leader of Vladimir Lenin, stormed multiple political buildings in modern-day St. Petersburg, Russia. One day later, they stormed the Winter Palace, which is basically the Russian White House. At the time, this is when the USSR, or the Soviet Union, was created. The Soviets would later become a major part of global conflicts, including a big part in the defeat of the Nazi Germany in World War II. It's always cool to think about what the world would have been like had Russia never turned communist. Would we have a Cold War? Would we be experiencing issues with Russian election interference? That's the kind of speculation history is really cool to me. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Vaughn.
Well, we've had some time to think about today's question of the day. The question was, which member of the politically powerful Kennedy family was born on November 20th, 1925? Is it John F. Kennedy, Robert Kennedy, Rose Fitzgerald Kennedy, or Joseph Kennedy?
And the answer is Robert Kennedy. President Kennedy's younger brother, RFK, was Kennedy's attorney general and was also in 1968 was assassinated while running for Democratic nomination for president. Well, that does it for today.
Remember, you can send us requests, suggestions, story ideas, and announcements to de2012@gmail.com.
Until next time, I'm Scam.
And I'm Arabia. Have a great day, Scorpions.